dip. I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Mets. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Siggy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill, the lefty, Sean Manaea.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club. And what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him. And it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point. Maybe it's the motion. But just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
First pitch, 7-10.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. A little bit high. And that's ball one. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One out in the top of the first.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1-0. Kiner Falefa, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Isaiah Kiner Falefa up to the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. And it's caught for the out. Here's the Pirates lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Andrew McCutchen.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Brian Reynolds here. Knocked in 3 of their 4 runs in yesterday's game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Go ball. 1 strike. Ball 1.
Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 out, space is empty. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Citi Field. Today's starting pitcher, Jarrett Jones.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. That one missed. In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the first
Here's
base.
the Mets lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Starling Marte.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
That one fouled off. Alonso went deep in his most recent game. Fastball almost got him there.
Whoa.
Two outs. That's a laser base hit.
Batting fourth, the left
Here's
fielder.
Jesse Winker.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Up the middle, Figueroa. They take the force out. Third out, and that ends the frame. Mets leave one. We played an inning. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Joey Bart. Manaea back to work. And ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Fought off foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one in the air. Alonso gets under it. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 2, Spencer.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, Andrew.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And now a man into scoring position. Runner at second, 2 down here at the top of the second.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Now this one gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher, and the inning ends on an awesome play.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And he deals. That one to first. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. That's out to center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Luis Angel.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Hit on the ground to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. And now it's Jose Siri. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Move to first. Acuna back on a dive.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one at the knees for a strike. And down on strikes. And one away in the top of the third.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Right through there for a strike. In the air, right side of the infield. Alonso settles under it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's O'Neill Cruz. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Top of the third, no score. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Pirates. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Queens, here's the third baseman, Brett Baty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. One down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
One down. And now it's going to be Juan Soto. Fly to left his first time. Lindor back in there. Lindor on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw it very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
2 down, nobody on.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, no score. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground to third. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Reynolds, an all-star a season ago. 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Fourth inning underway, no score. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece, and stays alive. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff pouring in on his hands.
This is Joey Bart. First time up was a pop out. Center field, Siri in position, and puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
It didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Jesse Winker. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. And a base hit up the middle. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Starling Marte up to hit. In the air, right field, McCutchen. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air, right side. McCutchen has it sized up. And the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Still no score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
4 wins.
Manaea back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit, according to the electronic strike zone. But that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at-bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. And it gets by him. And he'll reach second with one away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One out. Runner at second. Here's Tommy Pham. And that one clips the corner. That one called a strike. And the count is 0-2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
And now the lefty. Hard hit to third. Safe at second. And he gets back in. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Struck out looking his first time. Just missed. McCutchen stands at second with 2 gone. Ground ball right side. Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Pirates lead 1, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Jose Siri. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Cruz on his way over, hauls it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the lineup. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2. This one in the air. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Over Figueroa.
Just missed. Cut on and lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting.
Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
2 down.
The batter, number 7.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ooh, we missed a mistake right there.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Juan Soto now.
Trying to keep that hitting streak alive. 10-game hitting streak for the young man.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
1-0.
And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Alonso in the box now. Takes strike one.
1 strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Next pitch is outside. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one almost hit him.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesse Winker. And that one fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And it's fouled away. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. We go to the top of the seventh. Here's the left fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
And there's a foul ball. Left field. Winker snags it, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
And strike two. Ball one there. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Late swing, foul to the left. And that one wrapped foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Jared Jones is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching
on the mound now for the Pirates, David Bednar.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now Starling Marte. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He thought about third, but won't take the chance. It heads back to second.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Tosses across the first, and we stay tied as the inning ends.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New York
and a new
Mets,
arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
Going on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic
Minter
against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here's McCutchen.
Leading off for the Pirates, the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
We in go mode. We don't ever stop. We don't ever drop. Keep rolling. I know that you better rock.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
Got it! And one away. Tommy Pham, the next Pirate to hit.
Tommy Pham.
And fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and it's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now, Ke'Bryan Hayes delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's in there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joey Wentz.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
At the plate, Brett Baty.
The third baseman, Brett Baty.
This one in the air. Hayes hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He's one of the best players in the game. The shortstop takes the ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Colin Holderman up and loosening in the pen. Majinski also getting ready. One down, base is empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
One down, runner at first. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Just missed. The lefty, the 1-0. Swinging a foul out of play. Look out! And it hit him.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he could turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse Winker.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Winker will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, and Winker is set down. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 left on. Through 8 full, and we still have no score.
Now pitching for
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Stanek.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
And now the shortstop, Leover Peguero.
Leover Peguero.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that one is downstairs. 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. And another ball. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Kiner-Falefa in the box now, takes strike 1. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Reynolds up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. 2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Just missed. This one in the air, center field. Siri squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. Sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Colin Holderman on for his 20th appearance of the year.
Colin Holderman.
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate.
The catcher. Francisco Alvarez.
And a ground ball to first. And it gets by him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
No outs. Runner at first. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now just 1 swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna. 1 for 3. Just off the inside edge. Winning run stands at second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Flips to second. That's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Jose Siri, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Ripped, but it curls foul.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boone. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is 1 more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time since now they're 2 outs.
Stepping in, Brett Beatty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Winning run at third, 2 down. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Trying to send this to extra innings. Hard hit left side. They get the force. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. No score.
Now pitching for
Back
the Mets.
now, we're in extras.
Number
And there's a new arm on the
43.
mound, Oscar Brazoban. Here's Joey Bart now.
The catcher, number 14, Joey. Wrong.
And that's outside, and it's 1-0. There's the strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Winker should have it. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Tap foul at the plate. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And the 0-2. Just misses with that one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
That's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
McCutchen.
Late with the swing there.
No ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of the 10th. Now 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swings through that.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch to McCutchen. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Holderman back to work. Ground ball right side. Horwitz. He takes it on his own. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
Absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry, and you're ready to go home.
Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
All over that one right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Pete Alonso. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to Connor Falefa, and that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Now Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New York
and on the
Mets,
mound to start the 11th inning, Sean
71.
Foley.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And here is Tommy Pham.
The designated hitter, Tommy Pham.
And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And that is out of play. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good job to fight that one off. Base is empty, one away, and here in extra innings. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss there. The shortstop takes the ball. That one drifts inside. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Carmen Mlodzinski.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. On the ground right side. And Winker is set down.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And fouled off. And there's a ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dennis Santana preparing to come on if needed. Ferguson also throwing. Next pitch misses way outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Ooh, Baia. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Starling Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one 95 to finish him off.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to get ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte. And that one cutting but missing down low. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. In the air, right field, McCutchen makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here in Queens, we're in extras here. Leading off, O'Neal Cruz. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Winker tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saving extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Connor Falefa stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs it.
Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
No outs. Runner at first. So up next for New York, Jose Siri. Runner on the go. And it's fouled off. Winning run on base at first. No outs. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul. The 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. McCutchen has it sized up. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and get down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that is the third out of the inning. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Joey Bart.
Number 14, Joey Bart.
Reed Foley back to work. And he takes one right on the black. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready.
Got him swinging. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away here in extra innings. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Just missing there, and the count is filled up.
That's a really good take.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen. There's the strike. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for
back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Caleb Ferguson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Juan Soto digs in now.
The right field.
One swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits. Win this ball game, you better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Got him swinging for the K. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Infield shifted to the pull side. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. Ball game. He circles the bases, and the Mets break through to win it in 13.
To extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.